Hello everybody, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. Hopefully this time it doesn't, my editing software doesn't try to fuck me over. We're gonna be going over Ultra Final Form Frieza Full Power, his abilities. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna go ahead and get right on into it. Push your foes to the brink with powerful death beams. Ultra Final Form Frieza Full Power joins the fight. Strengths. Fire off death beam multiple times with the active gauge. The active gauge fills over time, and when you use blast arts, consume 40% of it to activate a death beam. You'll nullify special cover changes when you do, and you can even combo into arts. Number 2, brutal combos using the unique gauge. Activating a death beam when the gauge is full will let you nullify element disadvantages and penetrate endurance. Starting with a death beam will boost your ability to KO foes. 3. High defenses. Frieza has endurance plus high defenses on top. Upon entering the battlefield, you'll recover health and reduce your opponent's ki by 30. And when you're hit with an arts attack, the cost of all of the enemy's arts will go up by 15. Strike fear into your enemies with the Emperor of the Universe's full power. Final Form Frieza Full Power. Green, Frieza Force Transforming Warrior, LOE, Powerful Opponent, and Frieza Saga Z. The one that we care about down here, Z4, if Episode Frieza Saga Z or Lineage of Evil, Base Blast Attack 42%, Base Blast Defense 42%, if LOE, Ultimate and Awakened Damage plus 5%. Ultra Ability, when he's the leader, 30%, Ki Recovery 30%, and per LOE, Battle and Support, Damage plus 5%, and Ki Recovery plus 5%. They always make it the same thing for Ultra Abilities. Strike has armor, so charge in without fear of enemies' blast arts. Strike, blast armor 124. That's funny, because Goku's has one that, like, lowers Ki when he hits it. Blast, charge the unique gauge on activation. Blast, on activation, active gauge plus 5%. The blue card, on hit, increases all enemy damage received and reduces their health restoration. You'll even inflict extreme bleed. Massive damage slice, on activation, special move damage plus 30%. On hit, inflict enemy with extreme bleed. All enemy damage received plus 30%. All enemy health restoration minus 50%. Blast armor when charging forward. Okay, so it's a melee. Green card, when the unique gauge is charge the unique gauge on activation. On hit, you'll inflict all enemies with sub-counts, letting you land combos on a specific enemy more easily. On activation, health plus 10%, ki plus 50, unique gauge plus 20%, damage plus 30%. On hit, draw one card if hand has 3 or fewer, all enemy sub-counts plus 2. Combable with everything. And it's a melee. I think that's the one where he chucks the person. Ultimate, destroy your opponent's entire hand on hit, also seal their blast arts. Supreme Damage Impact, on activation, ultimate damage plus 50%, penetrate endurance. On hit, destroy entire enemy hand, seal enemy blast arts, and all enemy subcounts on switch plus 2. Blast armor when charging forward. The main ability, charges the unique gauge by 100% and even gains 1 Dragon Ball. Draw ultimate arts next, health plus 20%, ki plus 20, unique gauge plus 20, or 100%, Dragon Balls plus 1, enemy Dragon Balls minus 1. Just for existing, for 25 timer counts. Now, actually, literally just for existing. Frieza has endurance, gain a massive 300% boost to damage and 200% boost to damage guard. You'll even start the battle with the active gauge at 30%. Damage plus 300%, damage guard plus 200%, ki recovery plus 50%, draw speed plus 1, blast arts minus 5, special move arts cost minus 10, active gauge plus 30%, endurance 50% recovery, all uncancelable. So these two are very similar. By very similar, I mean these two are literally the exact same as Goku's. So Goku and Frieza both have 300% damage and 200% damage guard. Nullify special cover changes when you use a strike or blast arts. Frieza also excels at stopping combos. When hit by an arts attack, the enemy's ki will be reduced and their arts cost will be increased by 15. If an enemy uses a big attack, you'll cancel their buff effects, letting you survive even if a Rising Rush or Ultimate Arts might normally penetrate endurance. On battlefield entry, draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer, health plus 15%, ki plus 50, nullify damage received element disadvantage, enemy ki minus 30. On strike / blast arts use, Key plus 10, damage plus 30%, nullify special cover changes, and activations or resets on switch. When hit by an enemy's arts, activation resets on switch. Health plus 10%, ally sub count minus 3, enemy key minus 10. All enemy arts costs plus 15. All enemy sub counts plus 2. When on battlefield, an enemy activates a special move, ultimate, or awakened arts, or rising rush. Nullify attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Ally sub count minus 10. Cancel enemy buff effects. Okay. His special cover changes against strikes, comboable with the blue card. Activating a death beam when the unique gauge is full will nullify element disadvantage and penetrate endurance. Combos that start from a death beam will be even more devastating. Attack type, when unique gauge becomes full, health plus 10%, key plus 50, damage plus 20%, active gauge plus 30%, cancel attribute downgrades / abnormal conditions. On death beam activation with full unique gauge, draw one card if hand is 3 or fewer, nullify element disadvantages, penetrate endurance, charges slightly each time as an arts is used, consumed entirely on death beam activation with full unique gauge. Okay. And then active gauge. Consume 40% of the active gauge to fire a death beam. Special cover changes will be nullified on activation, and it does damage on a hit. You can even combo into arts using it during a combo is good, but starting a combo with it is oh so powerful. Okay. With at least 40% active gauge on tap, activate death beam. Nullify special cover changes. On hit, deal damage to enemy. Inflict enemy with heavy bleed. Comboable with everything. Charges gradually while not defeated. Consumed by 40% when death beam is activates. Excluding certain moves, cancels out with ranged special moves / special arts. Okay. This guy. There's not much more that I can say about him. I'm not 100% sure. It seems like his whole thing is just firing off death beams to combo and shit. But they don't need to give LOE characters a whole lot, because all LOE characters buff other LOE characters. That's just how that's how they've always worked. Is that all LOE characters will buff every other LOE character in some form or fashion. Though, to be fair, I haven't been seeing a whole lot of like LOE specifics in here. The one thing that I remember was his... Where is it? Right here. That's specifically for Lineage of Evil. But that's normal. Like, Goku's is Saiyan. So it makes sense that he's only LOE. Yeah. I can't tell you how good or bad they're gonna be. They both look ridiculous. Both Frieza and Goku both look ridiculous. But I can't tell you how good they're gonna be until we get them in game and can actually use them. If I get them in game. By the way, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to go for the Frieza first, because if I'm not mistaken, during the video, during the reveals and stuff, they showed off that the Frieza has a limited time free Z power that you can get from a story, but you can only use Z power if you have the unit already. So they're trying to incentivize you to pull for the Frieza more so than the Goku, because the Frieza has free Z power. Though I'm pretty sure they also said they're going to give free Z power to both of them. Something along those lines. Either way, I like both of these characters. I'm going to try to go for the Frieza first because for that free Z power. And hopefully I can just pull both of them, because it also has triple pull rates. So like, we have a better chance than ever before to get these ultras. It's also a dual ultra banner, so it's the first dual ultra banner. They're being real scummy about it. I don't particularly like it, but what can you do, right? We'll go ahead and end it off here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And hopefully this time my editing software will be nice to me. I'll see you guys in the next one, which should be a summon video. Peace out.